Folks, you know, Ray Hubbard is not known for a crappie lake. I mean, I've caught crappie out here for years, but Brandon, with his live scope, is...
Yeah, he's looking our way. He just saw us, guys. He just saw us. Gonna put a food plot in, so just kind of wanted to go over this real quick with you guys and maybe share a little of what I do here. Maybe help you guys. So,
welcome to A Sportsman's Life. We're so glad you tuned in to join us for another exciting real-world outdoor adventure right here on A Sportsman's Life.
Friends, welcome to this week's A Sportsman's Life. We're going to have some fun. This is my buddy Brandon Sargent. We're out here at Lake Ray Hubbard. And Brandon, you've been killing the crappie, haven't you?
Been killing the crappie.
It's fall, and I don't think there's a better time. A lot of people talk about crappie fishing, you know, in the spring when they're shallow, but really, Brandon, that's iffy, isn't it?
Yes.
You don't always catch them that way.
Real
but
early in the summer.
Minnows mostly, right?
Minnows all the time.
Yeah, okay. Lead Slingers Guide Service. We're out here. I'd like to have got a little bit earlier start, but I run a little late this morning, which is rare for me. We've got a good show lined up for you today, friends. But let's get out here and see if we can catch some crappie with Brandon. I say see if we can. We're going to. I can guarantee you that. Brandon, people can contact you, Lead Slingers Guide Service.
Also on the web at TexasLeadslingers.com or my phone number at 469-989-1010.
TexasLeadslingers.com, and that number is what?
469-989-1010.
Okay. Lead Slingers Guide Service, you're pretty easy to track down out here. This is a fishing animal, folks. Let's go fishing. You want to?
Let's go.
All right.
Fish every day.
There's one right there, and he feels like a pretty good one, too. Get him over here out of that way from the trolling motor. Oh, yes.
There you go.
Yeah, there's another. You have to watch me. I like to look at them, you know. Pretty fish, though, isn't it?
Heck yeah.
And we'll be two really, really tasty fillets. Out here at Ray Hubbard with Lead Slingers Guide Service, folks. We are having a ball. I'll put him on ice and we'll go get some more. What do you say, Brandon?
Let's do it.
There they are. Brandon, that could not look better. Look at that tree, buddy, lit up. You got your minnow down?
Yeah. Nope, I got one.
Oh,
look at this.
well, he was up not too far from the top, wasn't he? Hold him up here and let's brag on him a little bit.
Not a bad one.
Boy, it's a pretty crappie. Yeah. We've been here about 4 minutes, folks. This is you know, a crappie's a beautiful fish, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Let's see if we can get about 24 more of those. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Brandon, this screen, whoa! Yeah, there's one there. The screen is lit up, buddy. He hit it actually on the way down.
That's a good one.
Yeah, he's another keeper. He's going to make two very fine fillets. Folks, you know, Ray Hubbard is not known for a crappie lake. I mean, I've caught crappie out here for years, but Brandon, with his live scope, is really locking us in on these things. We've got 4 or 5, and we've been here 15 minutes. And this tree right here we're fishing is literally loaded with them. I say I stop talking and start catching, so here we go. What we're keying on is isolated, I call them deadfalls, down trees, or how about standing timber? Would you look for that this time of the year in the fall?
Yeah, timber that you can't see at the best timber.
Yeah, so these are lay down. This is a lay down. We'll look at it again. Definitely a lay down big tree, and they're holding around the limbs, you know, the limbs that's coming off of it. But a while ago we were fishing the vertical tree and caught quite a few, but not the concentration, Brandon, that you're finding right here, right?
Yeah, it's a little unsteady. Here and there.
Yeah. Yep. So moving around, you think that's going to be one of the keys?
Probably moving around, checking all your underwater timber that you can't find.
And you've got these, of course, locked down on your GPS, so you can go right to them, flip your live scope on. Look at that. I mean, and your live minnow is right there, and
Yep, he's right there.
yeah, I mean, but they're hitting, but it's a soft bite. And I've noticed the smaller minnows right now, Brandon, seem to be working better.
Yeah, the smaller minnows are better than the bigger minnows right now.
Yeah.
It seems like it's too much effort to chase after a big minnow.
Well, that's the way fish are. Well, I'll put the camera down. We'll see if we can. I'm gonna see if I can drop one right in the middle of that bunch, right there. Well, Brandon, buddy, I tell you what, I have had an absolute ball out here fishing with you. It's funny, you know, sometimes the crappie, I've always said, are one of the most finicky fish to catch, and you got to be on your A game to catch them. Today, they were liking the smaller baits, weren't they?
Yeah, smaller baits were on key. Smaller jigs.
Yep, and I noticed we switched over to little old small jigs, maybe 16th ounce or something like that, and continued nailing them, and they were hitting the smaller minnows. But fall crappie fishing right here at Lake Ray Hubbard is, I mean, you've been catching tons of them. It's really just getting going good for this fall, isn't it?
Yes.
As the water cools, Brandon,
It's gonna get better.
it's gonna pick up. So a good situation is gonna get even better. Folks, we got a lot more on our show coming up, but I want to make sure that you know how to contact Mr. Brandon here, Lead Slingers Guide Service, and then on Facebook.
Yep, TexasLeadslingers.com.
Yep,
You can contact me at
TexasLeadslingers.com, and the website is
TexasLeadslingers.com.
.com. And then that's also the one on Facebook too.
The one on Facebook is Texas Lead Slingers LLC.
Oh yeah, Texas Lead Slingers LLC. And if they want to call you and come out here at Lake Ray Hubbard, have a bunch of fun, what's the best number, Brandon?
469-989-1010.
Well, I guess it's time to head back to the dock and turn these awesome tasting crappie into some fillets, right?
Let's go.
Brought to you by Dallas Safari Club, Conservation, Education, and Hunter Advocacy. Hornaday, accurate, deadly, dependable. Taurus Firearms, maker of the Raging Hunter. Trigicon, brilliant aiming solutions.
Pretty buck.
He's a beautiful buck. He ran down below us. He's done. He is massive, Richard.
He's nice.
He is massive. Oh my goodness. He got a rage on him.
He's a very mature buck. Classic.
That is a true classic. And I'm talking about the antelope, but also the guy that's holding them.
Thank you. Thank you. Good long, sharp tips, not broomed off. His prongs are the same.
He is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, buddy. You gave us a hell of a stalk.
Yes, he did. That is so beautiful.
Yes.
Congratulations one more time.
Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you. Perfect stalk. Perfect animal.
Perfect finish.
Perfect day. Big breakfast. Big breakfast coming up. Gonna put me in the kitchen where I belong.
Look like you belong behind that rifle.
Right here on the front shoulder.
Whenever you do trophy pose type photos, one of the things you want to do is to really clean that animal up,
sure.
you owe it to the animal. There's terms of respect, but you don't want to, and don't want to have the tongue showing. You want to wipe off all the blood. Take great care to set it up to where you have the greatest advantage of the beauty of that animal. And these pronghorns are so pretty with their contrasting white and kind of, oh my gosh, kind of a tannish brown, and then the black that they have, the dark horns, the black nose. And also you want to show off those pointed ears. If you look at those pointed ears, they're far backward pointed and then they move forward. So take the time whenever you're out trying to get some really good photos. Spend a little extra time, and it's really going to pay off, because in the long run you'll be proud to show those photos to somebody else.
A Sportsman's Life is also brought to you by Air Force Air Guns, AGM Global Vision, H3 Whitetail Solutions, Pyramid Air, Gear the Hunt, and Horizon Smokers.
Using top waters up here on Lake Texoma, nothing like it. We love catching them on top. It's what we live for. You need to come up here and find your favorite guide or use Striper Express and come get you some. All right, out here, tip of the week, when these fish are doing top water like this and they're slapping at your plugs and you're really short striking them. A lot of times what we'll do is we'll like to take a swim bait, some form of soft bait on a jig head, and high reel it across the top 12 inches and get them hooked up like that.
Conservation Today is brought to you by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com to find or sell your farm, ranch, or recreational property. Take the time to do your part in protecting our environment by planting trees. Every year, I will collect acorns, persimmons, pine cones, and other assorted seeds to plant on my property. These trees will improve the environment and provide many benefits to the local wildlife population. Remember that trees will help to filter clean air, provide fresh drinking water, help curb climate change, and create homes for thousands of species of plants and animals. This conservation tip is brought to you by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate.
Put a food plot in, so just kind of wanted to go over this real quick with you guys and maybe share a little of what I do here, maybe help you guys. So as you can see here, we've got a ground blind straight in the back, we've got a ladder stand to the right there a little bit. I'm going to spin the camera here. You can see we've got a feeder set up. We've got our disc in here. We disced this thing up a little bit, kind of got it ready to go, so we've roughed the ground up. We're going to put some seed down, and we are going to have a food plot. One of the easiest ways to put this seed down is an electric little handheld unit. You just put it there and then drop the seed. So we're going to get this thing seeded here, and we'll be all set for the season. And as you see, to finish off our setup, we put in a mineral rock right here along the edge of the food plot. So food plot's in, we are set to go. Hopefully in 30 days or so, we'll have some good growth. So we're off now. We got 2 other food plots to do, and call it a weekend.
Folks, thanks so much for joining us. This segment of our show is brought to us by Gearhead Archery, Snaplock Hunting Blinds, Smoking Texas Electric Smokers, TRHP Outdoors, Ultramatic Feeders, and Catfish Pro Catfish Bait and Catfishing Supplies. Make sure and tune in next week. We'll have another exciting show ready to go for you.